Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we are doing a review for Deathloop. So this is not a complete review because I have not finished the game, but I've played enough of it to know that this game is amazing. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get started with this. So, as it goes with Deathloop, I almost slept on this game. I almost did not even pick this one up. I was kind of turned off a little bit by the visuals that they were showing us, by the aesthetic of the game. I just, and the fact that I thought it was going to be a roguelite, and after my experience with Returnal, I was just like, man, I really don't know if that's something that I want to get into. I don't know if roguelites are really my thing, so I'm glad to say that this game is not a roguelite, and the visual aesthetics are very pleasing to the eye. This game looks great. So let's talk about that for a minute. On the PlayStation 5 version, you have 3 different settings. You have a quality mode, you have a performance mode, and you have a quality with ray tracing mode. The best one out of that, in my opinion, is going to be the performance mode. That's the one that just seems the most stable. It looks fine. The quality mode looks good, but it's kind of jittery every now and then, and it doesn't necessarily, I mean, it's not bad, it's not unplayable, but it just, to me, the difference of, you know, having that stable frame rate versus not having that stability in there, for this game, with it being a first-person shooter, you're going to want that stability far more than you're going to want that visual overhaul. And with the 30 frames a second mode on the ray tracing, yeah, that just, it doesn't work anywhere near the experience that you would want for a game like this. So I would honestly just recommend playing in the stability mode, or if you're not going to have people invading your game online, then go ahead and, you know, use the quality mode or the ray tracing mode, whatever one you feel best suited for. So with that out of the way, you know, talking about the different modes, the visual mode on this game, it does look pretty good. But I haven't noticed anything negative playing on the performance mode that would be like, ooh, gosh, that could look better. It really does look pretty good. I have been streaming this, you know, since I got it a little bit, you know, streaming here and there. So basically, I'm pretty happy with visual overall and performance of this game. Like, it looks and feels great when you're playing in the performance mode. So I definitely do recommend. I recommend performance mode. It looks fine. You're gonna be okay. The visuals are pretty high fidelity. It does. Yeah, like it does the job. It looks great. So now let's move on to gameplay. Okay, because this is where it gets good. Okay, now I, like most people, wish that, you know, Arcane could have possibly communicated better to us, the community, what this game is going to be and what it's like. So basically, from my playtime with it that I've seen so far, and the reason why I love this game and I think it's going to be a hit, is it literally falls down to the gameplay. So you're Colt and you're an assassin. You're stuck in a time loop. I mean, that just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. The goal of this is to get through this loop and take out all 8 people within that 24-hour loop. Okay, so you have 4 different time periods that you play during each day: morning, noon, evening, and night. And everything in this world changes as these times, as the different times go by. So, like, say you go to the up down the neighborhood, the little community or whatever during the morning, and there's nobody around. Everybody's like not there. And then at night you come back and there's a whole bunch of guards and things are going off, you know, like fireworks, stuff like that. Just there's like a party in the roads or something. Well, I don't know if it's that. I mean, there's not like a party, but things definitely change. Like, circumstances change. You know, you go to find an item, you know, in the morning and it's right there, but you go back at night and that item's not there no longer. Just things like that. Like, this world constantly changes throughout the throughout the different time periods. But if, from to my knowledge, if you start something in the morning and everything that's there in the morning will always be that way regardless. Like, it'll always be that way. Nothing will change. That part is always there. So is what happens is you get 3 lives, and that, like, each part of the loop is cut off into those the morning, the noon, you know, the evening, and the night. So whatever you collect in the morning is yours. Like, it'll save right there. It's not roguelite whatsoever. But if you die 3 times in that setting, then yeah, you're going to lose your stuff. You're going to have to start that all over again. So after you save all that, after doing that time, and then you go into noon or whatever, if you die, you just go back to where you started that loop after the morning. So, and you'll still have everything you had right then. But everything you had in the second part of the loop, you know, the second time period, yeah, you'll lose that stuff if you die. So it said, and then after you complete the whole day loop, everything that you collect in there, you'll be able to start the next loop with some of that stuff. Not all of it, but some of it. Like, you'll be able to have, like, some of that stuff. There's like a way that you can make it so that stuff is yours, and you've collected that. All the knowledge that you gain, all that's still there. So everything that you learned prior to that, you'll have all of that, and you'll be able to continue to play this game. Like, it's pretty cool. The biggest selling point for this game that I think is going to be the biggest selling point is having somebody invade your game. I've heard some comments while I've been streaming, you know, about possibly the AI being stupid. I think that the ability to have another real person invade your game is going to balance the AI and difficulty to the point where because there's going to be good players out there. There's going to be players that are going to be able to play this game, and they're going to know it pretty good, and they're going to have put as much time into it as you, and they're going to know the layout just as good as you do. So yeah, it's going to get challenging, and they're going to screw your game up, and they're going to make it challenging for you. And I feel like that is going to balance out the AI. Do I think the AI in this game are stupid? Nah, I mean, they're slow, they're clumsy, they're a little bit. They do react slow. But that's not a bad thing, because there's some points where you get in a situation where there's a lot of them, and I mean, they do pretty much line up like fish in a barrel, like in hallways and stuff like that, and you could just take them out with whatever, like peek around the corner and get them. Like, that's pretty fine. But at the same time, when you're out there and you're exploring and you're looking for stuff, I mean, I feel like having somebody else invade your game is going to take the challenge like through the roof. It's going to be a lot better, and I think that's going to be the biggest selling point of this game moving forward. Is, yeah, this game is good. Can you play it single player? Yeah, you could definitely just stroll through this whole game. You could turn off the online mode, and you could stroll through the whole thing and play it at your leisure and do it however you want. Yeah, you can definitely play this game that way. Would this be like a really, really good game that way? Possibly. Possibly it's going to be pretty decent, you know what I mean, like at that experience. But I do feel like this game you're going to benefit the most by having that online turned on and just allowing somebody to get into your game if they want to, you know. Or you can invade other people's games. Like, this game is pretty freaking thought out. I do like the fact that the gameplay of this game is the way it is. Like, I like it. It's got that Bethesda humor to it that just works really good, you know, like with Wolfenstein games and stuff like that. It the character Colt, like, really well written. Juliana, like, she's pretty cool. Like, these guys bicker back and forth over the radio thing. Like, it's fun. Like, this game is great. Like, I really do like it. I appreciate the gameplay. I did notice, you know, one like little bug or something that apparently a lot of people are noticing when you first start the game, and you'll be at the like when you first do the first level or whatever, you'll be on these rooftops, and it'll kind of like bug out and slow down and stutter a lot. That does happen, but the next time you go into that level, it doesn't happen no more. It's like right after that first one time, there's like a bug or something, like a glitch, and it happened all the way until I was done with the roofs. But I haven't run into that again lately. So basically, is what I'm saying in this review is, if you are on the fence about picking up Deathloop, know that this is a good game. You can play this like a regular first-person shooter. You can do this with stealth. You can do this guns a-blazing. It's pretty fun. Like the weapons that I've picked up so far are pretty fun. After you've found these weapons, I've noticed that like once you go through and you like kill the guards, they'll drop their weapons, and you can like regain these pretty fast after completing a loop. Like you'll be able to re-get like whatever you had, and like you'll be able to continue to move forward with your play style, however you're playing. It's fun. It's fun. It's engaging. I'm really liking it. I'm really liking the story. I love going and hunting out clues and stuff like that, and then putting everything together. Like, this is fun, man. Like, this world design, it's not like a super huge world, but it is a pretty good size. Like, you're gonna know this map inside and out, and that's the thing. Like, the more you know, the more you experience, the more you explore, the better you're going to understand the layout, and you're going to be able to tackle things in different ways, and you're going to be able to make the game like really fast paced, or kind of keep it nice and slow or whatever. Me personally, I'm exploring and doing a lot of things and playing around with it, so that's why I wanted to put this first review out, to tell you like, hey man, this game is worth picking up. Like, it's definitely fun. I'm enjoying my playthrough with it. When it comes to the haptics with the PlayStation 5 controller on this is the first game I have played since Astrobot where you can actually feel Colt when he steps. Yep, you can feel it, and it feels great when he jumps. When you fire a gun, you feel the recoil. Like, the haptics in this game are working really good, and I'm so happy that Bethesda went out of their way to take advantage of this feature and make it good for this game. I'm happy about that. I really appreciate that. If you're a haptics guy and this is this is good. They went out of their way and they did this. There's so many games on PlayStation 5 that I bought that I'm just not getting that haptic feedback in the way that I felt with Astrobot, and it's been pretty disappointing this far. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's been pretty disappointing to not have games take advantage of this so that you can actually feel the movement, and to be able to experience that, it feels cool, so yeah, haptics on this game are working really well. I really appreciate it. It feels good, and I'm happy, honestly, that it's there. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. If there's anything else that you would like to know about Deathloop, feel free to put it in the comment. I will be streaming again tomorrow, so you can come and ask me questions. I will answer you. I'm having a good time with this game, and I think that you will too. So, yeah, I will see you in the next video. Thank you.